Southside Habits is a film about addiction, any kind of addiction really, and how it affects the relationship between a mother and a son. And in this film, my character, the character I play, Sam, he's faced with the decision of, does he stick around and help his mother get through this, even though it may mean that he's, essentially risking the future that he has going for him? Or does he say, screw this, I've had enough, I'm gonna go on my own path, I'm gonna seek the opportunities that I want, instead of, being stuck in this toxic environment.
What is your problem? What are you so upset about? You have a real problem. Screw you for treating me like some piece of shit. Get your ass out here.
How did this film start out? Okay, well, it originally started as a stage play instead. It was for a class exercise, a writing exercise, when I was an undergrad, for a dramatic writing class that I was taking with Professor Tom Atkins. Wonderful man. He knows a lot about storytelling, theater, has a lot of good insight on just life in general. And essentially, during the writing process of this, I learned how to not be flowery with my language, because I had a misconception that things needed to be explained in heavy detail. When all of that juicy stuff is done with the actor through the subtext. You don't need to explain why a character does something in the dialogue. You just need to say that word and have the actor play the intention, and you're going to get the meaning out. So there was a lot of editing done on the script. It went through, I want to say, like 10 or 12 different drafts. One day I just decided, okay, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna Google some stuff, find out some information, and in a little bit turn into a screenplay. And then I took it to Matt Stabile, who's now the artistic director of Theater Lab in Florida. He has a lot of experience in writing, directing, and he told me that we needed to establish some sort of basis for the characters to be sort of likable characters. We needed to know where the characters came from, what the situation was before this specific moment in the film, and how the characters got to that point. So that after that, I did a couple of different drafts, and showed it to him again. He said, "Okay, yeah, this works a lot better than what you had before." I remember this one.
Which one?
The one you tried to take us to the park when I was little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he used to pick me up after school every day. There was a little pizza shop next to it. So the actual making of this was really interesting. It just happened out of the blue. I had zero filmmaking experience, no clue how to approach it, but I made the decision of just going for it cold turkey, seeing what happens, And at the time I knew that my cousin Andres, it's funny because we're the only two hardcore artists in our family. Everybody else, they have like a serious job, and we're the ones that essentially moved out to LA and New York in pursuit of this crazy industry that we're in. But anyway, I called him up because I knew he did a little bit of photography, and he was just starting to transition into the world of video and filmmaking. So I called him up and I asked him, "Hey, crazy idea, do you want to make a movie?" And without hesitation, immediately he was like, hands down, yes, let's go for it, let's make something. And that's how it started. There were 5 people that took to make this happen. Zach, Gray, myself, Jessica, and Andres. And Zach and Gray, they were grad students when I was an undergrad, and I just asked them, "Hey, can we use your apartment to film something?" Yeah, sure, come on over. Whenever you want. This place is, my place is your place, so do whatever you want here. So I did that. Came over one day, and our friend Hunter was there, and he was just chilling, minding his own business, but we needed somebody to help out with, you know, little things here and there, so we got him to be involved in it. He was completely willing to do it. We didn't realize the importance of sound in a film, and you're going to see this with this one, that it took a lot of work on, you know, in the editing. Andres spent months and months trying to figure out the audio, because it didn't record correctly. The audio was very low at some points, and it was inconsistent. So he did a lot of audio work on it, and very specific detail work to make the film look how it looks now. The most important thing that I took away from this process has got to be that if you want to go and do something, just do it. You know, it doesn't matter if you don't have the proper resources or knowledge. You can always, you know, Google the internet. Just type it up, look, read about it. There's thousands of videos on how to do things. But yeah, no, that's one thing that I will always tell aspiring filmmakers, actors, writers, anybody in the entertainment industry, is you gotta learn how to create your own opportunities, because you can be waiting for a month, just sitting around, hoping that something comes your way, and it doesn't. And well, sometimes it does. You can get lucky and you can get a gig, and then that's good for you, you know. But you can be sitting around waiting for 20 years with nothing happening. So make your own opportunities, because sadly, a lot of people that come to LA or New York, they come with the preconceived notion that once I'm out there, things are just going to start rolling. Work is just going to appear, and that's not the case. That's not how it works, you know. You can be the top actor or the top director in the industry, and one year you may have a lot of success doing a whole bunch of work consistently, but next year you could be looking at a dry spell. So it's always uncertain, and it's always a good idea to have the initiative to create your own work. And another thing is that luck for me isn't luck, and I've heard this throughout several different podcasts, and they say that luck is when opportunity meets skill. And you know, you gotta be prepared. You gotta have the training. You gotta have the proper motivation, drive. So when that opportunity comes your way, you can take advantage of it, and you're ready to make the most of it. And in return, that's how you're gonna get really good quality work. Is if you're prepared and you you put the work and effort into what you do. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me rant about this for a little while. If you want to keep up with the stuff that I'm doing, please go ahead and follow my Instagram, check out my YouTube page. Here's my website as well. And I'm going to be making a Vimeo account so I can put up all the feature films that I'm going to be doing. But as of now, Southside Habit will be available to the public on November 2nd.